Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I would like to show you our new screw software, ScrewCAM. To my person, my name is Roland Asher, and I train and support customers in their daily challenges. If you have any questions during the webinar, ask my colleague Martin Kollers, and he will try to answer them immediately. Otherwise, he will answer the questions after the webinar. For more extensive questions, I would ask you to send them to my email address, rusk@wfl.at. Either I or a colleague will answer you as soon as possible after the webinar. The webinar will last about 50 minutes and will include the following topics. First, I will give you a rough overview of ScrewCAM. Then I will talk about the benefits of this new software. Next, I will explain how the ScrewCAM works and the possible applications. Then I want to show you the different production processes of screws with common and WFL software, followed by production process of a screw with ScrewCAM in detail. And finally, I will show you a short clip of ScrewCAM. ScrewCAM, the WFL software solution for complex screws. The production process of a screw from modeling to manufacturing is a very complex and extensive process. Most of the time, different software products are needed for each process to create an NC program for a CNC machine. WFL Milton set itself the task of simplifying this complex work process for WFL Milton machines for the customer in order to be able to machine complex screws more efficiently on a WFL Milton machine. With WFL developed for this requirements, the software ScrewCAM to make the production process of a screw more efficient and simpler. With ScrewCAM, you can define, visualize, and program a screw. The benefits of ScrewCAM. One software for all production steps of a screw. This software, ScrewCAM, is implemented in our programming and simulation software CrashCode Studio. So not only the screw machining is available, but also the complete Milton package from the cycles to all operations. These possibilities allow you to program not only a screw, also a complete workpiece from measuring to special operations can be programmed. For programming in the CrashCode Studio, an operation is available for the most important machining operations. This opportunity allows the programmer or the operator to program parts with screws really easy and fast. The programming of operations is based on the dialog programming. The simulation of the NC code also takes place in our long-time proven software CrashCode Studio. A CAM system and the PP is not necessary for screw machining. The NC output is perfectly adapted to WFL machine. No adaptation work for the PP is necessary and you save some important production time. The 3D model of the screw is not required for programming. Only a manufacturing drawing of the screw is necessary. How ScrewCAM works and for which parts I can use it. ScrewCAM has been implemented in CrashCode Studio and works like an operation. You are guided step by step through the mask and parameters to define the screw. After all parameters you have been defined, the screw can be visualized and checked. Then only the tools and the machining strategies for the screw machining process has to be selected in order to create the machining program. With ScrewCAM, almost any screw can be programmed easily and efficiently. With our customers and partners, we have already successfully programmed and manufactured extruder and mixing screws with this software. The production process of a screw. The production process of the screw from the definition to the manufacturing is a very time-intensive and complex process. With the help of ScrewCAM and CrashCode Studio, you can model, program, and simulate a screw based on the technical data with only one software. As this graphic shows, Several programs from different manufacturers are normally required for the production process of a screw, but the more different programs and manufacturers you need for one process, the more problems you will have, what you have to fix before you can create the program. WFL Milton offers for screw parts a complete solution from the machine to the software ScrewCAM, who allows you to machine and program screws efficiently and easy with one software and with one manufacturer. Define a screw geometry. First of all, before a program or a screw can be created or visualized, the screw has to be defined in ScrewCAM. This data is usually found on a production drawing of a screw. In ScrewCAM, you're guided step by step through the masks to define the screw parameters. For example, different depth profiles of pockets and ridges, different pitches and wall thicknesses, or different transitions can be defined. After the complete screw definition, the 2D visualization and 3D model of the screw can be created. 2D representation of the screw is suitable for graphically checking transitions, the pitch, or the wall thickness. The 3D model of the screw is also used for graphical checking as before with the 2D visualization. But in addition, the model can be included as a finished part in the simulation. Programming. The screw is programmed via dialog programming and one is guided through the mask step by step. At the end, all necessary parameters should have been defined to be able to calculate the machining movements. With the preview or pre-calculation function, ScrewCAM check all the parameters and if no error have occurred, then it will show you the machining movements of the screw operations graphically 2D and 3D. The generate NC operations functions is used to create and save the NC program. The NC program is divided into groups according to the individual operations. After the program for screw machining has been created, operations such as zero-point measurement can be added. The NC program can be simulated in Crash Code Studio after it has been created. For the simulation, the 3D models of the tools, clamping devices, and raw materials are required, which can also be created in the studio like milling tools. In addition, the previously created model of the finished screw can be included in the simulation as a finished part. After the simulation, important production data such as the total machining time and the individual machining times of the various tools are available. After a successful and collision-free simulation, the programs can be loaded directly in the WFL Milton machine by using the CGS Connect function. Alternatively, the programs can also be loaded into the machine via the network or via a flash drive. But not only the programs can be used, also all models of the Crash Code Studio simulation can be used for the real-time monitoring software Crash Code on the machine to prevent collisions. After loading the programs and the models for Crash Code, you can start the program and machine the screw part on a WFL Milton. Finally, I would like to show you a short movie that shows a complete manufacturing process with ScrewCAM. So now this is the end of the webinar. Thanks. This was Roland Asher from WFL Milton Technologies with the webinar ScrewCAM from WFL.